Welcome, boys and girls, to the Tricks or Treats episode of the Firepod Spot. I am Ben. I shall be your host for tonight. Alright, so in the theme of Halloween and whatnot, we shall be doing some hot and spicy lollies and chips and stuff, and asking ourselves the all-important question of, are these just tricks, or are these treats with a bit of a trick to them? So let's have a look at what we have. So first of all, from the Hippy Seed Company, it's an Australian-based company, we have these, which are, they call them insane chocolates. Apparently available in both dark or white versions. I have the dark version. That's Naga flavoured chocolates. Then there are these. These are ring stingers. They're sort of a boiled lolly by the look of it. And they are strawberry scorpion. They've also given me the Reaper banana ones as well. And then from raiding the supermarkets, I have the Doritos Burn, which apparently is supposed to be an extreme flavour experience if you dare. So we shall find out about that. And just to keep things a little bit more well-rounded out, we also have the Smith's Hot Wings, which it says serious heat there. So we'll find out. So that's the lineup for today. So let's get cracking into it. I think I shall start off the experience with a little chocolate. So I'll be able to tell you whether or not these things are particularly hot and whether or not they taste any good. Because they're supposed to be treats as well, not just heat. Okay, so there we are. They're like little seashell molded things. They have that real handmade look to them, so that's pretty good. Alright, so okay, chocolate's not bad. It's not the greatest on earth, but if you like your Freddo frogs and stuff like that, it's about that sort of level. The chili comes in fairly soon. Like it's just starting to come in right now. It's yeah, it's not terribly hot by my standards, but I see some non-chili heads having a bit of trouble with just stuffing a whole bunch of these in their mouth. So I'd say start with one and just little bits at a time. Yeah, it's I'd call it just a little bit below habanero heat right now. It does very slowly pick up though. That's the way these things tend to work. As for the chili flavour itself, you can taste it. It's got a little bit of that, little bit of fruitiness and a little bit of yeah, a little tiny little bit of that capsicuminess to it. So you do notice a real chili flavour. They're not bad though. The chili itself tastes like it could be a nice sweet one, so it merges well with the chocolate. I'd say they're not an awful little snack. Definitely one to give out to your chili heads or those who are game. And because it is just a bit below habanero heat, then it's like, yeah, sure, it's going to be a bit hot for non-chili heads, but you can't be you're not gonna really send someone to hospital with this or anything silly like that. So my verdict on them is that they do fall under the treats category, and they do have just enough of that tricky heat in there to keep the chili head and family quite happy. So yeah, those are a nice one. Next on the list, we shall be doing strawberry scorpion. I actually have one that's come out of the packet in here somewhere. Apologies. There we go. So, see they're little boiled lollies, like those little ones you used to be able to get in jars in the old-fashioned stores. Okay, strawberry scorpion. They dissolve quite readily. Like it's not completely melting in my mouth, but it's very quickly releasing that flavour, so that's good. Strawberry flavour is not bad. It's a little bit of that. Like it's an artificial strawberry because you can't get natural strawberry oils to mix into these things, but it's not a bad artificial strawberry. It's quite nice. Okay, so there's that heat slowly coming in now, but it is there. It's a sharp heat. Oh, and neglected to mention too the Naga Jolokia heat. It's like on the back of the tongue and just on the top there. It really doesn't hang around long though. In the time it took for me to fiddle with that, it's dissipated, so it's not that bad. Now this one, on the other hand, is a bit of a sharper sort of burn, and it's on the top of the tongue, which is what we expect from the Trinidad Scorpions. Um, Can't notice any chili flavour. It's mostly just the heat delivered through the strawberry. It's not bad. It's yeah, it's definitely there. The burn's there. Um, I'll put this about habanero heat. Like it's not so extreme that people can't handle it, but if you got uninitiated people to chilies and that, they might have a bit of might have a little bit of trouble with this one. So, uh, don't give it to the local kids or anything. That's just mean and horrible. But if you got one of those ones that likes ripping the chilies off the bushes and eating them, you might give them a go at that. See how game they feel. Yeah, because that's peaked out now. It's not that bad. Yeah, about habanero heat. Um, so again, verdict: is this thing a treaty treat? Yeah, it's pretty good. Um, it's not the greatest thing I've ever had on earth. Don't get me wrong there, but it's not bad at all. It's nice for what it is, and what it is a hot strawberry flavour. So yeah, I'm happy with those. Swallowed it down, and now the banana reaper ones, extra hot. It says on the packet and everything. So there we go. Okay, the heat on this one kicks in much sooner, and you can taste that banana flavour. It reminds me of those old those banana lollies you get in those mixed packs. You know, the little banana shaped ones with that slightly chalky texture to them. Reminds me of those in the banana flavour. But yeah, there we go. We're starting to get a little bit of a it's almost a cherry flavour coming through, which I do recognise from the time when I took on the Reaper. So yeah, that's definitely the Reaper's flavour. Like it comes through on this one, which is good. The heat, yeah, it's already kicked above the habanero heat, but it's not right into super hot territory right now. It's just a little bit hotter. It's it's interesting because it's a lot more bitey a burn, which I do recognise that. um, yeah, it's not unbearable. It's one where if they're not a chili head at all, they're really going to hate this because it is above that habanero range, which is usually the ceiling limit for most non-chili heads. Most of them even fall short of being able to do habanero. So again, don't shell that out to the kids who have no idea what they're in for. That it's going to cause tears, and let's not do that. That's not what it's all about. Okay, heat's just starting to peak out now. So yeah, I'd put about 1 1/4 times an habanero in heat, which for a hot boiled lolly thing, that's pretty hot. Like it's hot enough to the point where I'm starting to notice less of the flavors now. My tongue sort of doing that whole slow down the taste buds thing. Um, it's not that bad. Like I'm not breaking into a sweat or tearing up or anything, but I'm a big chili head though. So if you got chili heads in the family and they do like banana lollies, yeah, give them one of those. They'll enjoy that. So so again, is it a trick or a treat type thing? I'd put it into the treat category. I'd say the heat to it can be a massively horrible trick if you're not into chilies. But if you are, then yeah, it's a nice little treat. It's good for something different. So let's do the hot wings. Cool, I still got a bit of burn in my mouth from that thing, but I should be able to tell the difference. Just before I do that, it has a little blurb on the back here, so I'll just read that out. So, are your taste buds ready for a wake-up call? Then kick back and enjoy the lip-smacking flavour of Smith's Hot Wings chips. Be warned, these chips contain serious heat. So apparently it says not once but twice, because it even says warning serious heat, that they contain serious heat. apparently. So we'll see. The ingredients are, yeah, they're all the typical stuff you get in these potato chips. Lots of numbers, lots of salt and stuff, but you don't eat these to get healthy. Alright, before I eat them, I'll just... They do smell like barbecue wings. Yeah, like that southern style hot wing sauce stuff. Yeah, they're not bad. Like the smell of them anyway. Alright, so here we go. Haha, tricky. At first I was going to say it had no heat at all, but it actually kicked in just at the end, just as I was done chewing on that chip. Just might get another just to get a good assessment. They taste alright. They taste like spicy chicken, so I guess they're achieving what they wanted to. Not quite as sweet as I was expecting, you know, because I'm used to those sweet hot wings and stuff, but it's not bad. As for the serious heat factor, yeah, the Smith's chips, they were never going to be anywhere around the lines of you know, ghost chili stuff or anything like that. I would say these are about as hot as cayenne chilies. Which, if you're totally uninitiated to it, then yeah, sure, it's going to give you a bit of a tingle. Yeah, like some kids are probably going to have a bit of a hard time with it, but it's okay. It tastes good enough to make up for the fact that it's not as hot as they make out. And if you give it to non-chili heads, they're going to have a nice spicy wing chip. But it achieves what it says it does in terms of hot wings flavour. It is slightly hot, and it does taste like barbecue wings. Just like I said, I would have made it just a tiny bit sweeter if I was doing it myself. So still, it's a treat. And now, last but not least, Doritos Burn. Again, they got the blurb on the back there. An extreme flavour experience if you dare. New Doritos Burn will set your mouth on fire with mind-blowing hot flavour and shock your senses with a full-on tooth-rattling crunch. Can you handle it? We'll see. Again, let's not worry about the ingredients and what have you. Okay. Smell like paprika Doritos. Yeah, they smell like that hot paprika's powder stuff. They're an interesting colour too. They're a nice red colour. But again, I'd say that's paprika in there. We'll see whether the heat comes in though. Bit of a tinkle off them. They're not that bad. Get a nice powdery one. Okay. They taste alright. They taste like Doritos with paprika, and I do like a nice smoked paprika sort of flavour and things, so it's not bad. The cheesy paprika-y sort of taste does go well together. In terms of heat, it's they're not that extreme, man. If you're not a chili head, you might get a little bit of a tingle. Those hot wings ones were hotter than this is. So don't fear it, man. It's not gonna burn you and all that other stuff like they say. So yeah, trick or treat. And it's a treat in terms of it tastes good, but not in terms of that will satisfy that burn craving, because you'll get no burn out of this. Not unless you're totally not used to chilies at all, and even then, it's not really going to be that bad. that being said, this sort because that paprika sort of taste and stuff like that, I'd say these would make an interesting nachos. You might be able to top it with some hot salsa or something like that, and add your own heat to it, and that will combine well. But it ain't gonna hurt you. It's pretty mild. So yeah, that's the trick or treat edition covered for this year in it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I do have some upcoming content. I have a bottle of Scorpion Strike Scorpion chili sauce, which promises to be quite gnarly and possibly mouth burning, that I got sent by my brother. So that will be done possibly in the next week or so. I don't know. Work has made it really hard to promise anything. And I've also got some other bits and pieces that are slowly trickling their way this way, which I should be putting up. So yeah, exciting things coming up to this spot. So keep your eyes peeled, and as always, keep it spicy. Hope you have a good one out there. Go scare all the ghosts and ghoulies and boys and girls out there. Within reason, don't do anything nasty to them. Don't feed them the Reaper lollies. That's not going to be very nice at all. And that's it. So peace out, and I'll spook you all later.